wanted to tell you guys about this book. It's called Doodling Dragons, an ABC Book of Sounds. As you've seen in a previous video, I use this. It's called, where's the title? Logic of English Foundations for both of my older children, who one is in second grade and one is in pre-K, and he'll be in kindergarten next year. And he'll be using A next year. I went ahead and bought it for him for pre-K just to see if he wanted to do some of it. And we have done some of the lessons, but we'll finish it up in kindergarten. But this book came with the kindergarten or the A set. And it is called Doodling Dragons. And I just wanted to do a video about this book by itself because it is such a cool book. I have, of course, some ABC books that teach the sounds and things like that, but I like this one because it teaches all of the sounds that the letters make. Oh, the cat's gonna interrupt the video. Hi! For instance, in most of the ABC books that I've bought in the past that teach sounds, for A, it will say and it will have words like apple and, you know, whatever starts with the sound But in this book, for example, on A, it has all three sounds. It has a, ah. So those are all the three sounds that A makes. And then it gives you examples of a, and ah. And it even shows you the notation for the short sound, the long sound, and the broad sound, which are all things that if you do Logic of English or any curriculum that teaches phonics-based or intensive phonics, like the Logic of English program, you'll learn all about those notations. And like, I didn't even know what a broad sound was before, but anyways, broad sounds, all that. So that's why I really like this book, and my son loves it. It's really, the colors, the pictures are really colorful, they're beautiful, and I like the way it has that like matte feel to it, so it's like nice, sturdy. It's a hardback book, and so it's a really good ABC book to have. So even if you don't want to do the Logic of English program, I recommend getting this book, even if you're going to do some other type of language arts program. Or you could start off with this book. And what's great about that is then you're learning from the beginning how the letter sounds are made. And of course, like for B, it has just B, because B only has one sound. But then it has all the examples. And the pictures are just really cute, they're fun, they're vibrant. And like for C, instead of just having K, it has K and S. And it has examples of both K and S. So I really like that it starts off from the beginning teaching the correct letter sounds, or all the letter sounds, I guess I should say. With my daughter, who is my oldest, we did not start Logic of English until she was in first grade? I think first grade. And so I began teaching her letter sounds, like A says ah, B says buh, C says k, and actually k, because I didn't even know that you weren't supposed to say the at the end of the letter sounds. Like, it's actually not B says buh, it's B says b. But anyways, so it's just nice that with this book, with my son, we're starting out learning all of the sounds that each letter makes. So he'll learn all the 26 alphabet phonograms first, but he'll learn every sound that they make instead of just the most popular sound like for A. He'll learn ah for all. He'll learn all three sounds for A. So I think that's great. I don't have to go back and teach extra sounds later on. With my daughter, it was a little confusing for her. Of course, she got it eventually, so it's not a huge deal, but it makes it easier, I think, if you just teach them all the sounds at the very beginning. With my daughter, I would go and I had to go back once we started Logic of English and say, okay, well, you already know that A says but it also says A, and it also says ah, and she was just like, oh, okay. She got it, of course, but I just like the idea of this book starting out. I'm reading this to my 3 or she's actually 2. She'll be 3 in a couple of months. My 2-year-old daughter is also reading this book along with us. So even though my son is doing Logic of English A, She's not doing that, of course, but my 2-year-old is also reading this book with us, and she already knows quite a bit of letter sounds, and she knows all of the letter sounds. So this is just a really great book. And I went ahead and looked before the video just to see how much it is on its own. And this book, if you don't want to get it as part of if you get the Logic of English, A, that book will come with it if you get the set. But if you want to get just this book on its own, this book is $15 on Amazon. So that's a great deal. I love this book. And like I said, it's a nice hard book, and it's good quality pictures. So it's not just educational, but it's also entertainment for the kids. They really like this book. And I love the cute little dragon on it. Okay, so anyways, I just want to tell you about that book real quick. And you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.